welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. This is episode 27. Last time we explored more of the Exalted plains. There was a lot to do there. We're in a situation where there's many things to do in our to-do list. We've got a crap load of locations to do quests throughout. We've got companion quests. We've got the main quests. It's all happening. We're going to be checking out our War Council. As per the usual gist of the episodes, we begin with their reports and we send them off to do other things, and then we'll check out some of our companions' requests today. Let's take a look at our updates. Judgment, the death of good Sir Ruth. We've a report from a dwarven runner that Warden Ruth was welcomed into a squad of the Legion of the Dead. The group descended into the deep roads and did not return. As is the tradition with the Legion, all was celebrated before they left. We've received a number of appreciations in Sir Ruth's name. There you go. An offer from the Crows. With your knowledge of the Venatori and the Crows' intelligence on Enzo, I tracked down a storehouse just outside the city. I hope you didn't want us to leave any of the Venatori alive. Sadly, Lord Enzo was not present, but he may count his life in days. To show we respect our current arrangement, an interesting trinket from our raid on the Venatori. Masterwork Mabari grip. Lovely. And then over in Orlais, the Grey Warden Cache gave us some excellent equipment useful to any military force. It also included several rare designs not seen for hundreds of years. These should serve us well in the fights to come. Rewards received. Nothing! They tell us that we have a bunch of stuff, but then I can't do it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we had investigate the elven glyphs searched last time, but maybe something went wrong and my game didn't save. So we've definitely already done that. So I'll just quickly do that again. That's good. Gain access to, and Ghilan'nain's Grove. We definitely did these two. Okay. I think my game saved after sending them on their missions, but for some reason not these. There you go. Let's accept the report, because those are already done. Now, let's choose new missions for our team to go on. A missing assassin has become available. We're going to deploy recent Evangeline. I think Leliana was the one I wanted to send on this one. Because what we can do is Inquisition troops, several caches, or nobility stuff. So passionate warrior coming from a good family might bring the Inquisition a great deal of gold. The caches might yield something of value, and an experienced Templar and powerful mage would increase our military strength. But I feel like Cole would really not appreciate putting them in further danger. I don't know. Or like, utilizing them, because he didn't we saved him and he was grateful, but he didn't want us to make contact. So I'm just trying to think of Cole. I might go for like Leliana. Just like something that's a little bit more subtle. What else have we got available over here? We've got diverting soldiers in the Frostbacks. Oh, we've got the Heart in Hightown one, don't we? Trouble in Skyhold. Oh, I need Leliana for that one. God damn it. I keep forgetting. Every time. I keep forgetting. And I'm like, that's my Leliana mission. God damn it. Next time, baby. Diverting soldiers in the Frostbacks. It's either these soldiers are still our allies. Oh, yes, it was this one, wasn't it? They've done their part. We cannot abandon them. And Cullen's saying no one wants to make this call, but if the Red Templars do escape, more people will be harmed. I actually am going to pick Josephine for this one. So it's saying soldiers dispatched from Skyhold will not reach them in time. We should have men near their location. So if we send them, because we sent a party to pursue a group of Red Templars moving captured civilians to one of their Red Lyrium mines, a swift bird might reach the party, allowing them to go to the Sisters' aid. However, we would likely lose the Templars' trail. And my thoughts on this is we have many Red Lyrium leads currently to disrupt their supply lines. So I'm thinking we can probably avoid one lead to save people.
Let us begin.
So I'm going to take Josephine on that one. Hopefully that one's okay. You never know. And then we'll go to Orlais. What's one that Cullen can do? Maybe they can go and pursue the Marquise, who accidentally unleashed Darkspawn. Inquisitor, with her treachery revealed, Marquise has fled into the mountains. Our initial efforts to pursue her have been hampered by both the terrain and the presence of demons in the area. While we have had difficulty making headway, the Grey Wardens have offered to assist. They seem to be the only force in the area capable of doing so. Regardless, I believe it is worth pursuing Marquise Bouffon if we have the means to do so. Liliana says, enemies among the nobles, information about safe passes through the mountains. Our concern is the Marquise, not the demons. Maybe people can find a way to her. Cullen says the Grey Wardens will do better against demons than normal Inquisition soldiers. Let them fight through the mountains. Now, this seems like this has been a multi-tier mission about preventing, or I guess keeping, Grey Wardens alive almost. Like, they went to investigate, they were fine, but then as soon as we offered them to stay, we suffered some Grey Warden losses. But the Grey Wardens have offered to assist, and I think that they would be more prepared. They know what they're up against this time, instead of being taken by surprise, I suppose.
To work?
So we'll have the Grey Wardens go in once again, and hopefully they can do the work that, you know, being a Grey Warden is expected. You know, they're expected to be able to deal with demons and Darkspawn. So hopefully that's fine. Off go my advisors to do their silly little tasks. Next time we're doing that Varric one. Oh my lord. And now we are going to check in with our characters before heading back out to the Exalted Plains to investigate Ghilan'nain's Grove and the other things that have unlocked.
What did the Seeker say?
Lady Cassandra feels her connections with the Navarran court wouldn't be of use, my lady.
Of course she does. We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. A petition from citizens of Val Royeaux. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Liliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Fade. You could attempt to tell Val Royeaux citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
This is the really interesting part, because this feels like when you're asked those difficult questions and you have to, when you ever see a politician get asked a question and they go, and then they say everything else, and then they've completely circled you. And then they go, I wish to inspire hope into the people, but I don't wish to tell them the truth, because what kind of a person would that make me if I was honest? And it's like, you want to kind of tell them that it wasn't Andraste, but then at the same time, it's like there's a greater good mentality of rallying people behind like this noble idea, you know? And then you can kind of skirt and go, Andraste loves us all, everyone.
Tell these petitioners Andraste said she cares for us, always, as she walks by the Maker's side.
A fine sentiment. We will have it proclaimed in Val Royeaux.
No, she didn't say that. I just, I interpreted it. The way that her lips moved, I went, yes. Correct. That was my interpretation anyway. Just remember, guys, the Fade is a dream.
It's good to see you.
How are you always so polite?
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Josephine?
Bonds of circumstance among the nobility are fickle. Civility is the only constant everyone admires. And I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Does it even become a strain sometimes?
Well, it can be trying. There is no shortage of self-regard among the nobility. The game can be wearying, discouraging, and extremely baneful. But honestly, I'd miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends.
The game isn't worth it.
One good thing about becoming Inquisitor has been meeting so many different people.
I'm pleased. I imagine we appear a strange bunch to those outside our circle. Mages, Templars, Seekers, and an apostate elf are not often found working in harmony. Or at all.
We're a special case.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Ban Vigard of Ferelden is visiting. An honor, to be sure. Please show no alarm if you hear shouting in his quarters at night.
Shouting?
His lordship spent a half a year with his lands under siege by Darkspawn during the Ferelden Blight. His wife informs me the Ban still sleeps rather poorly.
That is unfortunate. If we hear shouting, we know what's happening. Okay, let's have a chat with our crew members, see if there's any updates.
Your worship.
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Carry on.
You know what it is, Varric.
My heart.
Ooh. I mean, I don't mean to assume, but I assume you're not talking about the fact that you're about to have a heart attack, unless it's because you saw me just then.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
You've taken his army. He lacks the conventional forces to take Orlais. He must see Orlais destroyed utterly by whatever means possible, not merely thrown into chaos.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shirar.
I love how he talks so, like, sweet to us there, and we're just like, I need to know about Corypheus. I'll talk to you later. He's like, okay, I love you. You know we had to do it for the elven lore, baby. You know we had to do it. I think the bull will understand. I tried to flirt with the bull at many an opportunity, but every single time that I would, he would go, "Oh, I don't know what you're doing. All I know is I'm huge and I want to be hit with a stick." So, I tried with the bull, but he just didn't understand.
Here we are again.
I should go.
Naturally.
Here we are again. Right, I've got to take Dorian to go to his lovely residence, don't I? Whee! He wants to go and hang out with this person.
Stone Matt, Inquisitor.
Stone Matt.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Oh, this is the Mosaic Man. The Mason's Tales, the Fall. Alright, hold on. Here's our Mosaic boy. Now here's a happy study, The Fall, and a face that says, why did we try to go where there were no stairs? Because you go into an impossible building like that, you're coming out on fire, and then it will flip or something. I still do not see the appeal of dreams. So, your 7 Magisters entered, and they came out blighted and not sure which way is up. I'll pass that off to the sculptor trying to represent madness. I mean, towers here, upended over there. You know what kind of force it would take to flip that much stone? It'd do more than burn your beard. Here's something interesting, though. You've got a hint of pigment and leaf causing some sheen, but there's meant to be more. All of these were painted and repainted at some point to match whatever Lord's three-holer. But there's a type of finishing that you can do. A very fine and time-consuming pass that evens the surface. Do it right, and you can get stone as smooth as glass, and that tower and Beardy's skull are meant to have it, and only a little bit is present on the others. So, the first time this carving was wheeled out, it would have looked like Beardy was the target, so maybe he was first in the door, and the light, it burns him and spreads to the others, and the polish or leaf would have caught like a mirror and caused the viewer to squint, like they'd have to look down or away. Joining the Magisters in their punishment makes them feel part of it. That's what I figure anyway, and it would sure keep the children out of the feast hall. Beardy was the target. Okay. Did Corypheus used to have a beard one day? It's interesting having like this sort of view. Like, I'm assuming the Mason is a dwarf, and they're having a dwarven viewpoint on the Fade, and they're going, things being upside down. You know how much that would take to do that?
Stone met, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Oh, right.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
So we find the mosaic pieces. Once we collect a complete set, we get a codex entry about his sort of interpretation of it, which is really cool. Okay, that's nice. I was wondering if there was going to be some sort of weird minigame thing where, like, you have to, like, assemble the tiles and complete the picture. I wish we could see the mosaic pieces. That's unfortunate. I think that's... If I'm missing something, I think it would be a really nice opportunity to have... whichever one it is, have, like, the tarot card art be, you know, the thing in question, instead of the same image on all of these. That would be really cool, because then I'd be able to have a visual connection to the pieces myself and see how I feel about it. You know what I mean? So that's unfortunate. I don't think there's no question marks around the place. That's my special shipments. I think we'll just make our way out now. We'll go back to the Exalted Plains, because we've got many a thing to do. Got unfinished business over here. We can go into Ghilan'nain's Grove now, which I think will allow us to go to this camp finally. I cannot travel there. It would be nice if I could travel there. I guess we'll go from here. Well, I've got Dorian and Cassandra's little quests up this way. No, I've already done Dorian's, actually. It was Cassandra's, and I think Vivian's got something. But that's fine. I'll take Cassandra, Solace, and... Varric. Just gonna take my trio. I will take my trio. My staff is preventing me from going through that door. Old journal, clearly much beloved. I weep at what the armies have done. Ditches scar the landscape. There's fire everywhere. All around is the smell of bitter smoke and spilled blood. I remember coming here as a boy. It was late summer and the plains were bright and golden. The earth was warm and felt like home. All that's gone. My mother said my father was from these parts. She never told anyone but me that he was an elf. Maybe part of me, the elf-blooded part, feels what the Dalish felt for centuries. This is my home. I would give anything to preserve it. I'll go now with the others, but when the war is over, I will return. It will be beautiful again. Inscription Ale, Warden Krennic, Fruit and Anger. Hold on, Demon, you'll have to wait. I've got to literally do this. Oh, no! No, Demon, you must wait. I am busy. I'm currently being forced to trapeze on buildings. Go, team, take care of that. I'm gonna slowly walk up here. I love the Despair Demon's movements. I wish I could see them a bit up close, you know? I want to view their model a bit more, but it's dangerous to go so close. I lay claim to the... Oh. I lay claim to this well. Vil Montevelin. Montevelin was the first settlement humans established in the Dales following the victory of the Exalted March. Soldiers were the earliest residents of the village. In the 21st year of the Glory Age, Sister Amity, champion of the Exalted March, laid the foundation stones of the village chantry in a symbolic gesture. The building's construction was completed in the 22nd year. Laying aside her sword and bow, Sister Amity took on the task of leading Vil Montevelin's flock, becoming revered Mother Amity. She served the Maker for over 40 years, ministering to both residents of the Dales and the many pilgrims to the historic site. Revered Mother Amity died peacefully in her sleep in the 64th year. Her ashes are interred in the Chantry's vault, where dozens of pilgrims still come each year to pay their respects. Let's put some points into our characters. Good old Stonefist. Stray magic around weakened enemies to increase the power of status effects on them, and you catch stray magic around weakened enemies and use them to increase the damage of your own attacks. A tiny rift that pulls enemies towards a central point. That's cool. That's cool. Ice Mine, Wall of Ice, Ice Heart Blizzard. You have none of those. Get that one. Alright, Varric. Enemies hit by full draw are not briefly unconscious and are immobilized. Ooh, 20 seconds of sleep. Yes. Lovely. Another landmark just over here? Oh, you shouldn't have. What is it? Memories of the Second Exalted March, Triumph of the Light. Remember the triumph over the profane. Sister Amity led the march to the river Tennesseer, where stood shrines to the elven gods. These she struck down. Standing upon the bank, she sang the chant of light. Andraste's word had come to the Dales and delivered them from wickedness. Nice. Oh, I've got the Riverside Garrison that I could fast travel to as well. Alright, let's go down this way, because this will allow us to enter this new grove. Quick, avoid the blight walls. The Silver Knight. The question has always fascinated me. What happened to Sir Brandis, the Silver Helm? Lord Demetrius, the only champion killed, died before the victory. Both Sister Amity and Brandis survived. Amity established the Chantry. History is filled with her name. Yet Brandis disappears from the story after his confrontation with the last Emerald Knight. I took it upon myself to unravel this mystery. I learned that there are tales even the Dalish do not know. In lost verses of a song, painstakingly unearthed, I found the answer to my question. Who could bear the weight of a people destroyed by his hand? Lord Avery of Montsemard, in the 39th year of the Dragon Age. The song follows. Bright Silver, where... This is the really interesting part about reading lyrics, is you never know how the song's supposed to be sung, which is why I really appreciate the bard in the tavern. Sometimes you can identify how a song is meant to be sung by its lyrics, only sometimes, but when I first start, I'm always just like, I'm just gonna read it, and then once you see how the rhymes go, or maybe how it's written, you can be like, yeah, this is more like one of those sing songs, or a sea shanty, or a tavern shouting festival. Bright silver were his helm and chain, bright silver on his horse's rein. He rode upon the golden plain, the brave and comely knight. The elves stood fast, their banners high. They would not flee, they would not fly, though knowing they would surely die, the last of Dalish might. He met them on the golden field, the fate of elvenkind now sealed. In mercy urged them all to yield, he sorrowed for their plight. But prideful were the Dalish kin, their vengeful hearts could not give in. With raging cry and dreadful grin, they struck against the light. Beneath the red and fading sun, the elven stand was swift undone, till they were vanquished all but one, defiant in her fight. Her brothers on the field lay slain, he would not see her die in vain. In grief cried, yield to her again, that good and gentle knight. He could not strike, his shield dropped low, she lifted sword against her foe. They did not see the far-off bow, its arrow loosed in flight. A sharpened thorn, a searing brand, a shot the elf could not withstand. The sword fell lifeless from her hand, with drops of crimson bright. He said no word, he made no sound, but caught her falling to the ground, her dark hair flowing all unbound, a veil as black as night. Please, let it end. And upon her and up around him came the call that celebrated Dalish fall. The cry of victory came from all, except the Silver Knight. Except the Silver Knight. The glimmer of his helm and chain now dull, with dark and bloody stain. He looked upon the plain, the dying elven light. Elf sword in hand, heart filled with woe, no one would ever see him go, but with a solemn prayer spoke low, he vanished into night. Yeah, he vanished into night. They say he rode on easterly, the sword he placed beneath a tree, and there remained on bended knee that grave and mournful night. Alright, never make me do that ever again. It was awful. I was hoping that it would be a small song, and it turned out to be probably the longest song ever, and I'm sweating. Oh my god. Oh, there's so many notes everywhere. Sweetheart, they say war is coming, but do not fear, I will protect you. Once Orlais is at peace, I shall marry you. I love you so deeply and truly, I want to scream it from the rooftops. Your ever-loving Lazar. Whenever I see a note like that that's in a destroyed village on the ground, I'm like, that probably didn't work out very well, did it? Got a warden helmet. Alright, dog, leave me alone. I'm exhausted, I just finished a little sing-song. This is the trouble with a lot of this area as well, because like there's a lot of like just notes scattered everywhere that don't come up unless you're like right next to them. That was definitely how that song was meant to be sung, by the way. I identified it clearly. There's a lot to loot here. Okay.
Do you ever miss life beneath the earth? The call of the stone?
Nah, whatever the stone, capital S, is, it was gone by the time my parents had me.
But do you miss it?
How could I miss what I never had? But say I did have that sense, that connection to the stone. What would it cost me? Would I lose my friends up here? Would I stop telling stories? I like who I am. If I want to hear songs, I'll go to the tavern.
You are wiser than most.
You ever try to save a Hala from being killed by wolves and then end up killing it yourself? I was like, the wolves are taking out the Hala. Quick, let me help. The Hala know my intentions were pure, therefore it is not a crime. I think the worst part about wanting to read all of the lore and reading everything that we come across is whenever we go in a place where there's like a lot to like miss and pick up on the floor, we have to deal with that realistic notion that we're not going to be able to get everything to read. We can only do our best.
Inquisitor.
Hello, team. Thanks for opening this one for me. Let's take a look. Oh, what is that? What is that? Gurgut. Oh, there's a couple of Gurguts. Oh, there's a lot of Gurguts. Get the Gurguts. Oh god, they're going right for me. Excuse me, I have a warrior. Please taunt them. Excuse me, please. Leave me alone. Hi-ya! Get fade balled. Boom! Sucked into the fade. So that there is what we call a Gurgut. Gurgut webbing. Okay. Okay. And that's why we couldn't just stroll in the normal way to establish camp, because it was a Gurgut nest. Creatures. Where you at? Cool. The Chant of Light claims that the Maker made us, and in our folly we think ourselves blessed by such fact. If fact it is, for in my seeking, I find only base illusions, the better for being torn down and mocked as inadequate in the harsh light of reason. But as an exercise, let us say that it is true that the Maker made us. I have seen the Gurgut basking in a slanted shaft of sunlight in the penumbral canyon, its putrescent tongue scenting the rancid air of the nameless and unnameable swamp, swishing the uncaring grass of the plains with its passage. It is some cousin of the wyvern, but bereft of the savage ferocity for which the latter is praised and hunted by Orlesian nobles. Its thick-lidded eyes stare witlessly, and its jaw hangs agape. It is not befuddled or frustrated by its want of reason, but perfectly content, a drooling idiot. Its pallid belly stretches and distends, disdaining all reason, when it gorges itself upon its prey. I have seen such a lowly beast swallow a chevalier whole, the great and shining warrior taken by surprise in the tall grass, his silverite armor gleaming as the Gurgut unhinged its jaw to draw the chevalier in. Across its belly, I saw the kicks and struggles grow frenzied and then still, and the idiot beast settled into a happy torpor. The ruined armor of the noble chevalier lay among the Gurgut's spores several days later. Say that it is true that the Maker made us. What if he made us for food? What if the grand purpose of our searching existence is to stretch the belly of a beast that slinks through the tall grass? What if there is a single unbending purpose, and, in it, we are cattle to feed the witless leviathans that slumber unseen beneath us? From An Anatomy of Various Terrible Beasts by Baron Harvard Pierre Diamortisan. Master makes us check behind him for Gurguts at all times. He also carries a very sharp stick. Thank you, Dunwich. I like that this is the thing. It's like, what were we made for? And also, if God made us, look at all those sea creatures all down there. Because why do they look like that? That's the bin that he threw them all in, because there's no delete button. Once you make it, it's too late.
Word for you.
Word for you.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
See for yourself, sir. I can make a spirit blade hilt. Take it or leave it. I need a Tome of Rifts. What one do I want to be? I haven't decided. Considering that Dorian is the Necromancer, Solus is the Rift Mage, and then Vivian is the Knight Enchanter. For variety, I'm more likely to have Solus with me, and I wanted to go Fade Mage, Rift Mage. But Solus took that. So instead of doubling up, I might go with something else. Oh, which I think I can actually do it already. I can one way of the Knight Enchanter. 3 Wisp Essence. Knight Enchanter learn to manifest their will as a physical blade, but first they craft a hilt. It must be as sturdy and powerful, for within is bound a willing spirit that will weave mana into a blade that can wink in and out of existence and never break. It may not be the weapon they will fight with afterward, but its construction teaches them much. Literally a lightsaber. I'm picking that. Give me my lightsaber. Alright. I guess that means that we then need to go to the Knight Enchanter one back in Skyhold. I'm so sorry, your trainer, for everything you've done to learn about rifts. It was all in vain because I have decided to be a Jedi with Commander Helene. Okay. Lovely. No wonder Vivian's a Knight Enchanted Jedi. She's like a Jedi during the Clone Wars where they're at the height of their power and hubris. And that is why they failed. Look at this. Built into the wall here. It's dark in here. Where are we going? Running to a rift. And I think this is how we get up here. Bunch of rifts. We have a landmark at the giant hand. The hand of Andraste. The dead hand. The great stone hand was something of a mystery. One assumes it was a piece broken off from a larger whole. If so, judging by the size of that one hand, imagine the entire sculpture to be, well, large enough to require the use of obscenities to describe it. Thus, I have only one question. Where is the rest of the statue? It is difficult to imagine how something so large could go missing. Interesting. One of those mysteries. It fell from the sky. Okay. We have a pit if we wish it. Oh, is that how we have to proceed? We're in a pit. We're jumping down a pit. Okay. Or... yeah, I think we're walled in. Alright, it's pit time. Hello? It's dark down here. Oh, we have magical barriers. Down we go. Discovered the dead hand, okay. I thought one floating rock was potentially a glitch, but just like a little visual bug, but there's multiple floating rocks. So now I don't know. Now it seems intentional. And that scares me. I thought, funny rock. Turns out. Ow, my ankle. Turns out, you know, floating rocks might mean something more. That, or it's just a very interesting visual glitch. Okay. Every time I go to jump, like the game pauses for a sec. That was not worth it. Okay. I need to I need to offload my stuff. My inventory is almost full. Falon Din, friend of the dead, guide. Oh, Falon Din, Lethanavir, friend to the dead, guide my feet, calm my soul, lead me to my rest. In ancient times, the people were ageless and eternal, and instead of dying, would seek Euthanaera, the long sleep, and walk the shifting paths beyond the veil with Falon Din and his brother Dirthaman. Those elders would learn the secrets of dreams, and some returned to the people with newfound knowledge. But we quickened and became mortal. Those of the people who passed walked with Falon Din into the beyond and never returned. If they took counsel with Dirthaman on their passage, his wisdom was lost, for it went with them into the beyond also, and never came to the people. Then Fen'Harel caused the gods to be shut away from us, and those who passed no longer had Falon Din to guide them. And so we learned to lay our loved ones to rest with an oaken staff to keep them from faltering along the paths, and a cedar branch to scatter the ravens named Fear and Deceit, who were once servants of Dirthaman, now without a master. This is why I'm enjoying the Exalted Plains so much. Wow, look at this. Look at this place. Let's find the light switch. Oh. Why? Okay. Why? Why must it be this way? Oh, it's magical fire. Solus, anytime we're in Elven Ruins, I need you to speak. That's what you're here for. I'm romancing you for the law. You gotta give it to me. Give it to me. Stop being invisible. I can see you. Oh, hang on. When I light the fire... Oh, hang on. When I light the fire, statues go up. Okay, hold on. So I need to get in there, which means I think it must be tied to this lever. Uh-huh. Remote activated lights? So futuristic. Did I win? Oh, hang on. Do I have to be quick? Oh, I gotta be quick. I'm not fast enough. Okay, hold on. Hold on a minute. I'm not lighting it fast enough. I'm being too slow. So give me a check. Give me a sec to look.
Your abilities are remarkable, Seeker. It is fascinating to see how you and the Templars negate magic.
Have you never encountered Templars before?
Only at a distance. I am an apostate after all.
And they never caught up with you even once?
I am a very careful apostate.
Huh. Okay. Wait. Oh, we're making the statues go down, not up. Meant to be going down, not up. Okay. Okay, so there's one over there, one over there. That one lowers one. This one. Oh. I've got to lower the platform so it can shoot the... Okay. Hang on. That changes things. Okay, so... It's only lowering one of the statues. Okay. So I got one. Please tell me that's not on a time limit too. And so if I quickly do this, that'll lower... How does it go up again so quickly? Okay, and then quickly pull this so it shoots it. Okay. Now how can I get the other statues to go down? This one here. Into here. Oh, and then I just have to switch to another character. All this. There. And now I have to get this one down, which I think is this. But how do I get in here? Oh, shit. No, don't do that. I've got to make you go all the way around again. I need to have it at the ready. Imagine if shooting it again turned them off. I'd be so annoyed. Okay. Now I need to get in here. How can I get in here? These lights need to be on, and then this gate comes down. So So to open one gate, there was a little... There's that switch. Oh, I wonder if only one can be opened at a time. Will this open this one over here? No. Okay. Oh, hang on, there's a switch in here. Right. Right. So which are down here? Oh, I see. I see. Gotcha. Then this should open that. It does. Lovely. And I can go here. Put this one down. There you go. Yes, please. Then hiya!
Hey, Chuckles, do you ever play Wicked Grace?
I'm not much of a gambler anymore.
You don't have to play for real coin. That's just for keeping score.
What do you play for?
Conversation, mostly. That way I win no matter how the cards fall.
Okay, Varric. I'm glad that the statue went up then, just in case there was like dialogue to be gained from completing this, because I was like, please, guys, stop talking. This is very important. Alright. Why are you just standing there? Alright, Cass, you turn this thing. Then my character will pull the lever. Pull the lever! Yeah. Okay. Cool. Genuinely surprised that, like, Solus hasn't even said anything. Why are you in just... Can you get out of, like, permanent stealth mode? What is that? Is he wearing something? It's the ring of... Is it the ring of doubt? Yeah. Enter stealth when not attacking during combat. When not in combat, you can stop, Solus. Superb amulet of cunning. Nice. Varric, I got something for you. Superb amulet of cunning. Actually, what do you have? Plus 20 attack, plus 20 dex. Okay. I might give that to a different rogue then. Let's see what else there is. They really love their wolf imagery, don't they? You got the wolf statues. They got the wolf statues over here, and they got the wolf statues over here. Oh my god! And they got the fucking arcane horse. They got the spooky demons. This is my reward. What do you mean this is my reward for exploring ancient ruins? How dare that happen? Can't believe it's demons. You got him, babes. You're all good. Okay. Let us continue. There is more. You just tomb raiding. So we had to go through here to get to Cassandra's little spot. Crow fens.
There, one of the rogue Templars.
Hi.
It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
Went through a whole ass ancient elven ruin just for that. Oh, there are whatever those things are again out here. And instead we've got Varric talking to Solus about card games, unfortunately. And I got some rifts out this way, it seems. I may as well deal with them while I'm here. See if we can find anything else out here as well.
Just when it couldn't get any worse.
Broken Dog. I intended to take a charcoal rubbing of the beautiful elven carvings on the stone to present to a scholar at the University of Orlais for translation. Unfortunately, halfway through the process, the chilling sensation of something brushing my leg beneath the dark water interrupted me. I dropped both scroll and charcoal stick and began running, not stopping until I was on dry ground. Journey Through the Dales by Lord Horace Medford. Broken Dog. There, we got another one of these artifacts.
I believe I sense one of the artifacts of my people.
I saw it before you even sensed it. I'm better than you are.
The wards are working. It should be harder for tears to form here.
Ow! Look at these. Inside of you there are two wolves.
Beautiful land once. What a waste.
Oh. He just approves of being here. Oh, dragon. Look at that. Oh my god. Inside of you, there are two wolves. They are both hungry for salami. Hiya! Offering to the Dread Wolf, the Dalish believe that Fen'Harel, the Dread Wolf, locked the gods of good and evil away. Only he walks free. Although they see him as a betrayer, elves still erect shrines to Fen'Harel. One imagines they do not revere him so much as seek to appease him lest they draw his gaze. Good little perspective there, Genitivi. That's why there's... Where's that dragon? I heard it. That's why there's so much goddamn wolven imagery. They're like, ah! Please! Please like us. That's cool, though. I mean, this looks like more than a shrine. Like, my first thought when we were approaching this was, I was like, it looks like a fucking doorway. These birds don't fly away. Is this fear and deceit that we just read about? They hanging out near the Dreadwolf offering site? That would be cool. Where did that dragon land? Oh, yep, it landed. Oh my god, are we capable? Can we do this? Oh, it's going away. Land, coward! Can we take on our first Dragon Age Inquisition dragon? Gamorden Stormrider. Oh my god, okay. Of course. Where are you? Land, so I can face me. Have I got a good team for this? Not really. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Get your butt down here. Stop riding the storm. Oh my god, don't attack me from the air, you coward. Get down here. We're gonna take on a dragon. Oh, let's go. Okay. Oh no, Solus. Oh no. I don't think... Oh, that's a lot of health. That's a lot of health. They really were like... In Dragon Age 1... Dragon Age Origins, I should say, you know, the high dragons are beefy, and it was like so cool to see our warden do the death blows on them. And then Dragon Age 2 was fun, but it just took a really long time. But this, I'm like, I'm not even seeing the health bar go down yet. And it's level 15. I think that's around our level. Yeah, we are level 15. Holy shit. Really? Oh, look at that. We're doing so much damage. Let's have a look at this, actually. This is going to be... Some enemies have multiple targets. Alright, let's have a look. 138,000 health. Look at its armor. Okay. Immunity to all disabling effects. Immunity to slowed. It's perceptive. Has spirit vulnerability, so spirit damage is good. Greater electricity resistance. Okay. I think I have a lightning... No, I've got a cold staff. Spirit vulnerability. Okay. 138,000. Okay, team. I can't access the inventory while we're under attack, so... I love that we can get a nice little action shot of a dragon here. I kind of wish that when you're in tactical mode, there was like no... get this out of here. So I could... Wow, okay. Let's see how we go. Damaging parts of it, I guess, would like cripple it, maybe? We're gonna do this. We're gonna defeat our first dragon in Inquisition. Oh, am I being pulled in? Oh my... Ah! I'm being pulled in. Oh, I'm being pulled in. It's doing storm riding things. Keep a distance while Cass just takes those blows with her defense. She tanking it. She doing what she's supposed to. This feels possible. I love the movements. I love the color scheme. Dragons are such beautiful creatures. I love that they're just such a huge fantasy trope all the time in everything fantasy. It's oh god, hello, that's me. Dragons are just like one of those creatures where like they're almost like believably real, you know, and extinct. That's what they feel like to me, because they're just written so much in fantasy and in fiction that you can just believe that like once upon a time they existed, type thing, you know. We're getting bombed. I mean, dragons could be a form of dinosaur. Cassandra's doing a great job. She got the dragon wing shield. She was made for this. Oh. Alright, we're almost at half health. I feel like we should probably move. Oh, Solus. Oh my god, Solus! Holy shit! Dude, that's so epic. Oh, he's just zapped the... Hang on, he's zapped the water. Look at that. All the electricity effects in the water. That was so cool. No. Where's Varric? There he is. Alright guys, I think... hang on. I need to... move you away. Alright, this is dangerous now because we're out of health potions. Solus does have revival. So there we go. This is the nuclear bomb segment of the fight. Oh, and the storm breath, okay. Yeah, okay, we get it. Impressive display. We may end up losing Varric, we'll see. Alright, we're back. Oh, don't even have a target? Hello? Oh! Okay, I'm getting out of here. Oh no, shit. You guys need to move. Oh no. That's such an unfortunate place for everyone to be. And me. Get back. Get back. Let Cassandra stand there and take it. This is a close one. This is a close one. Cass doing her job. Guys, stop inching closer. You're gonna get killed. I have to inch closer myself. Did we get it? We got it! Oh my god. Yes! I just... Oh, there's 10. Okay. I have slain my first dragon, or at least behind a skull. Yo, Lady Jocasta's Revenge Dagger, Superb Amulet of Dexterity, Intense Dragon Blood, Dragon's Tooth, Dragon Webbing, Scales, and Dragon's Bone. Tier 4 operations. New operations available. Tier 4 materials. Okay. My inventory is very full, so I'm going to Oh, we got a free heal as well. Okay. We're going to destroy some valuables. Destroy some valuables in order to get what we need. Actually, probably may as well just get rid of some of these shitty grey weapons as well, because they don't really sell for much either. Valuables probably sell for a little bit more, you'd think. There we go. Alright, let's have a look at what we got. Lady Jocasta's Revenge. A dagger commissioned to exact a terrible revenge on an inconstant lover. According to the tale, all it took was a single cut while he was sleeping. He died a slow and wasting death. Nice. That's exactly how you want to go out. Have we got an Elysian mage hat? Excuse me? I've upgraded. I've got a beautiful hat now. I didn't even notice I got that. Who would like a warden helmet? Anyone want a warden helmet? You would, wouldn't you? Yes. Get that. Oh, if only I put this on before with the enhanced armor rating, but that's fine. You can wield a warden helmet as well, which is so hilarious. It's very silly, but we'll allow it. Alright, we'll assess our inventory when we go back to Skyhold. I defeated my first dragon. That's awesome. And there's 10 of them. Oh. That's hot and poison. Me just...
Wardens allow elves and dwarves into their ranks?
Kunari too, I imagine. They don't care about titles or blood, just stopping the blight.
A pity they do it so badly, then.
Give them some credit. It's not like you can study the blight safely. I may not like everything they've done, but without the wardens, we'd all be blighted by now.
They've bought us some time. I will grant them that.
True. Confessions. Before I go, the right thing to do would be to confess what's in my heart, lighten it. To whoever sees this, remember me. I always tried to do good. While I was mayor, I took gold from town funds. I'm sorry. Jacqueline's youngest is mine. I broke the lion statue in the 20th year of the Dragon Age. I was young and drunk. Alphonse was punished. I should have said something. I never thought much of the hero of Ferelden. Although that's a confession. How dare you not think much of me? Yeah. Oh. Yes. One of those thingies. Gotcha. Scattered notes. Amazing creatures, dragons. Everyone I've encountered has had a unique personality. This one, for example, enjoys being around water. Saw her splashing about. A remarkable sight. I would have joined in her revels had Kalev not held me back. Ah, Kalev. A good porter, but timid. I told Kalev and the others, dragons much prefer to eat beasts of the wilds rather than humans. Unfortunately, I was proven wrong. A day later, the creature turned away from a Gurgut to go after poor Kalev. I hope the brave little soul got to see the magnificent dome of her gullet. I'm certain it's like the inside of the Grand Cathedral. Oh, map of Halin Sulan. Oh, come on. Okay, so there's a little lake with a wolf statue and a doorway, and up there is something. Okay. Wyvern scales, or as Dragon Age likes to call it, wyvern scales. Is that in this area, that map? Around here, potentially? Mayhap it be related to this area? Maybe. I think... Well, the last one we got we stumbled across by accident. The ones that we found in the hinterlands we were able to pretty successfully deal with. Okay, so we've got the hot bubbly poison stuff. And they fishing for something. They're fishing for that hot bubbly something or other. We're gonna leave that alone. Okay. We're gonna do what's best. Now, that's pretty decent in terms of exploration around this area. I'm gonna... Oh, no!
That smell.
I fell. Oh, I don't want to have to deal with these. Look how many they are. They're all going to move in now that the dragons are gone. The dragon, I suppose. Now we've got a bunch of stuff to do out this way. Of course I can't travel because I'm in combat. We're going to make our way back out again. I need to resupply our potions because I'm out of everything.
Make it take you.
There we go. We good, everyone? I gotta read my codex entry for the dragon that we discovered as well. So let's head back here. Let's read this codex entry for the dragon. Where are you? There it is. Ah, it's Smaug. A fully mature adult female dragon is a high dragon, the great monster of legend, the rarest of all dragon kind. These dragons hollow out massive lairs for themselves, for they need the space to house their harem of drakes, as well as their eggs and dragonlings. High dragons are seldom seen. They spend most of their time sleeping and mating, living off prey their drakes bring back. But once every 100 years or so, the high dragon prepares for clutching by emerging from her lair and taking wing. She will fly far and wide, eating hundreds of animals, most often livestock, over the course of a few weeks, leaving smoldering devastation in her wake. She then returns to her lair to lay her eggs and will not again appear in the skies for another century. We're living in the event of the century. Let's go. Okay. We've got shards, but we also have the letters from the soldiers. We've got 4 out of 7, and we've also got setting fires to pits. So I think I gotta go do that as well, which actually is closer to this one. And then I might investigate this exclamation mark again, because it appeared over one of the pits. But maybe it could be something else at this point, because it just isn't going away, but it might be tied to this, considering we already have set fire to a few of the pits already. We're getting some good party banter triggering between these companions, which is nice. I'll probably switch it up soon to get in and around. Probably switch it up once again. We'll head back to Skyhold so I can get my Knight Enchanter specialization. As much as I need points to put into them. Wait, I thought we captured this place. There was like people and everything. What the fuck? There's still these guys. Okay. Okay, they're just gonna get back up again. Okay. I get knocked down, and I get up again. Okay, I was pretty sure that maybe this is a different area of the battlements because they're so fucking huge. Okay, now there's assholes here as well. Okay. Oh no, it's because there's another one of these fuckers. All right. It's another one of these. Makes sense. Get him. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Back me up.
Lovely. That wasn't so bad, was it? Hi. Hello, the signaling horn. Yeah, this must be a different area of the battlements. Definitely had people move in already and were chilling out. we're all good, everyone. Let me just get to this hole. Just gotta figure out a way to get to... Oh my god. Huh. Anybody heard of installing some more ladders for me, please?
Man, I can't wait for Chuckles to say something about the Veil.
I don't always mention the Veil.
You do. Always.
Yes, you do.
See? Told ya.
I love how all three of us chimed in on that one. Alright, people have moved in. Still not okay. Can't even target it. Alright, let's just go over to it. Maybe it's different now, but it's the fire pit, so...
I hate waiting to die.
I hate waiting to die. Shut the fuck up. They all say the same thing. Oh, hang on, there's people there this time, so maybe that's what the exclamation mark was for. You had to wait for people to be there?
I hate waiting.
Oh my god, all of you are so depressing.
I hate.
Oh my god, stop! Say anything else.
Tired of
Shut the fuck. Oh my lord. Oh, hang on, the exclamation mark is underneath us. The plot thickens. The exclamation mark is underneath. Oh my god. Oh. Tricky. Tricky. Tired of waiting to die. Alright. Fucking meme. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh my god. You've just been in here dying for ages.
Philippe, is that you? Merde.
What happened here?
We were on patrol, 5 of us, looking for supplies. Overwhelmed by undead, I ran, Please take this to Commander Jehan. The Citadel in the north. Tell her.
Damn. You're not gonna say tell her I love her and have it cut off. Brutal. It's a shame we didn't have any healing potions. Alright. Give the ring to Commander Jehan. I think that is... Oh, what? Wait, how do we get over there? How do we get over there? Through here? Oh my god. I thought this was all ocean. How do we get there? Soldier fighting for Celine has asked that the ring be delivered to her commander. Huh? Maybe here. Damn, maybe we can go through there after all. There's more there than I thought. Maybe through the garrison? It's hard when there's like this fog of war and you're like, I do not know how to get through, Monsieur. There might be a cave there, which is a shame because I can't fast travel back to that area easily more quickly. It's kind of the little bit awkward part of the map. Might just continue to lay rest to these and continue to set fire to the pits, actually. And then we'll figure out a way to the Citadel. A letter written in fine hand. My dearest mother, all is well, you need not worry. Do not believe what you may hear from others. Trust me, your son. I would never lie to you. The war is going well, and Celine's troops are on the run. Keep up your hopes and your faith. They will be home before you know it. Please send my love to Dorette and the children. Your faithful son, Hugo.
Wow. Shit.
Yep. Depression? the fact that I think the hardest part about that is whenever you encounter these bodies that have these letters on them, and you have to wrestle with that realization that it's like they wrote them and they didn't even get to send them off, you know, like they didn't even get to let them know that they were okay, unfortunately. So I guess that they can take comfort in that they weren't lied to, I suppose, with that letter, but then they just never hear from them ever again. I think these are the ramparts, so I need to set a fire in. Let me in. I don't want to fight you guys. Don't make me do it. Peace, guys. I just need to set fire to a body pit. Just chill. I need to get up. Ow. I need to get up this ladder. Ow.
Back me up!
Leave me alone, guys. Please.
What?
Solus needs help!
He's fine. Just go invisible. You got that ring on. Use it, bud. I'm just strolling through the eastern ramparts. Hello? Hello, everyone? You stole my haircut. Struggling to walk on these floorboards. That's right. Successful infiltration. No, none of them even know I'm here. They have no idea I'm strolling through their camp right now. Unbelievable. Ah! Oh, God. They're so clueless. I've gone the wrong way. Can I excuse them? What? Have I gone the wrong way, or do I just need to, I'm on the outside now. It's not looking good. Unless... Oh, yep. I gotta find another entrance. Solus, take a drink, buddy. Take a drink, buddy. You'll be okay. Yeah. Andril's messenger. Long ago, when our people were strong and free, we roamed the world and could do as we pleased. But we were taught by Andril, mother of Harry's, mother of Harry's, to respect nature and all of the Creator's creatures. Even though the earth was ours, we did not misuse it. They say the green leaders of the people would pray to Andril for guidance. Where shall we hunt? Where shall we raise our Hala? Where shall we settle and build? Andril would send her messenger, the owl, to show the people the way, and they would follow him to where the land was blessed. Always keep an eye out for the noble owl. You never know. Andril might have a message for you. Always look for the owls. Let's avoid these bad boys. Ready? Perfect. Alright guys, come in peace. Okay. Ow! You're supposed to let me pass, please? Thank you. Okay. I need to get up there. And to do that, this way. There we go. Perfect. God, you guys have done an awful job at the layout of this place. It's terrible for newcomers in this environment to just, you know, get to know the place. It's not very tourist friendly. Oh, that's the little victory horn. Just ring the horn prematurely, see what happens. Everyone, it's fine. It's all been dealt with. Oh, there's a... Ooh! I hang on. There's a fucking... Look at this guy. Ugh. Gordian. The Dales belong to Corypheus? I think not. You don't have a choice, my boy. I love that, like, teleporting effect. Weakened and asleep, and soon to be dead. You barely knew ya. Ivory Griffin figurine, there we go. Hello? Ooh. Hello? Oh, specifically from this side. Yeah.
That's the last of them.
Nice. Blow the signaling horn. There's a shard in here. God, the slow ascension of the stairs is the worst thing ever. Who thought that was a good idea? Nice. Legend of the Three Sisters, Book 3. I love that we've been finding these in order. As with the stop in the White Rose, the individual tales of the Three Sisters are often told on their own. Seldom is the saga repeated in its entirety. Indeed, one of the few times an attempt to do so was as a play in the Grand Royaux Theatre that sharply criticized Divine Justinia's attempts at reform. The play was quickly banned after only 3 performances. A book titled The Three Brothers was later published in Minrathous, citing the exploits of 3 Tevinter brothers who find themselves lost in Val Royale and spend their time ridiculing Orlesian culture. Despite claims in Tevinter that it is the original, it's quite clear that the Three Sisters legend far predates it. Throughout the legend's various incarnations, the most commonly depicted adventures include: the sisters are convinced to drink dwarven ale by a handsome nobleman with sinister intentions. Their reactions to the ale vary. Usually by the end of this tale, the sisters end up on a wild chase after the nobleman through the streets of the Bell Marsh until he jumps into the river and drowns. The sisters ask for help from a group of dwarven merchants who say they will do so only if the sisters solve a clever riddle. The nature of the riddle varies, but the dwarves always cheat the sisters in the end. Typically, the encounter ends with the sisters fleeing before they are sold into slavery, though sometimes the legend has them clubbing the lead dwarf to death with paddles until the other dwarves run off, and they are drawn into the annual Saturnalia parade, usually in the climax of the story, until the Imperial army descends upon the revelers and starts a chaotic chain reaction that results in the sisters either stowing aboard a pirate ship or wading through the elven alienage's sewers. It seems to change each age. Once their chaperone, Labette, catches up with the girls, they usually hang their heads in shame and return to Montbéliard Manse to resume good and honest lives. Not always, however. The most recent versions of the legend have the sisters remaining in Val Royaux to fight criminals while wearing black masks, though I honestly cannot tell where this comes from. What a story. Time to blow the signaling horn. This is getting weird now, Solus. He don't even be following. He just be standing there going, no one can see me. I am invisible. I am invisible and no one sees me. If you saw me, no you didn't. Dunno.
The undead are gone from our camps. We'll be able to go back then.
I'm tired of waiting to die. Okay, that's done. Shards on the plains, left to grieve. Shards on the plains, shards on the plains, left to grieve. Alright, the left to grieve ones are pretty close together. Should be able to get those final two. And then we can figure out how to get to this this place. And then we're pretty much done outside of the shards, which is very nice.
Inquisition's here to support
The Grey Wardens allow elves and dwarves into their ranks?
You just...
Kunari too, I imagine.
You already said this.
About titles or blood.
You already said
Stop the
this.
blight.
Guys.
Pity they do it so badly then.
Give them some credit. It's not like you can study the blight safely.
Guys.
I may not like everything they've done, but without the wardens, we'd all be blighted by now.
They've bought us some time. I will grant them that.
Repeated dialogue, guys? What is this? What is this? You guys are better than this. That's very interesting. I don't know why we're at repeated dialogue now. Maybe that's the game telling me, switch it up a little. We don't really rock with this team very often. Right, I reckon we should check the dead bodies. That will probably be where the letters are. Check the bodies. Yes. Last words. The scout's journal is bloodstained and soggy from the rains, but some entries can still be made out. Day 12. Relieved Corporal Colin at the Bonehill Scout Post. Not entirely happy about this change. This area sees no battle. Day 14. Was correct in earlier prediction. Have only seen deer and rabbits. Killed a hare for food. Best keep stores high, just in case. Day 17. Saw strange shapes wandering the hills at night. The enemy? They walked aimlessly with shambling gait. Best keep a quiver close by. And then they died. One more letter to find nearby. There we go. We got the last letter. The scrap of parchment bears a sketch of a woman. Beneath it, a written line. The sight of you is the only thing keeping me strong. That's the last one. Deliver the letters. Yeah, let's see. Head on back to the fort. Get on back to that fort. Deliver those letters of the dead. Where you at?
And what did they need?
All's well, it seems.
Here.
Maybe. We shall see.
Still stinks of a day. Waiting to die.
My head waiting to die.
Have you found anything yet?
I've brought back the personal effects of your fallen soldiers.
This will mean much to loved ones left behind. I cannot thank you enough.
Yep. That one person who's going to get that letter being like, everything's fine, don't worry about me. I'll be like, oh, that's sweet. Alright, all that's left is shards and goddamn this. Alright, hang on. Let's go from here. And there's something there. It's either here or here. Let's take a look and see what we can find by traveling on the coastline.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor enters tactical mode to beat your ass. It's bothering me. Oh, hang on. This is in a stupid spot. I have to... Oh, I have to walk all the way out here. Okay. I'm gonna go down... This is the better spot to travel to. When you unlock that camp, it should just open up a nice passage for you.
The demons are coming closer.
Alright, let's take a look. Well, there's a bridge. Okay, hang on. There you go. There's a bridge, but it's broken. Can I just walk across the water? The bridge is broken. Solus, you want to throw me over? You take this boat. Sunbleach Journal. I've been waiting a week. Nolan should have been here by now. Something must have happened, but I don't know if I should give up and save myself or keep waiting. What if he turns up tomorrow? I'd never forgive myself. I hate this. I hate that we have to run away. If my father would only bless our union, we'd have his help. Keep waiting a bit longer. Wait, just take the boat over. Okay. Oh, hang on. I should be able to energize this, right? With my little magic. Can I energize this and repair the bridge myself? Pont Argur. A plaque on the bridge of Pont Argur reads, dedicated to all, elven and human, who lost their lives in the Second Exalted March. Pont Argur was built 100 years ago after the Exalted March of the Dales. It was named for Mayor Argur of Ville Monteveland, who might have been the one to write that note. No. The mayor wrote about the hero of Ferelden, so no. It's not the same mayor. Guys, when you read about a mayor, it has to be the same one. Who raised the money to have the bridge built after several villagers drowned in a ferry accident trying to cross the river, swollen after the rains. Some villagers took offense at the dedication message on the bridge, which honors fallen elves as well as humans. Rumors that the mayor was elf-blooded began circulating, and he was forced to step down. Oh, it's an operation.
That keep must rely on this bridge for everything. Communication, supplies. How long has this been going on?
That makes sense that it's an operation. I can't just energize it and fix it like with some of the things in the Forbidden Oasis. Alright, well, we're back to Skyhold it is. Back to Skyhold. Oh, an Inquisition perk. Let's take a look. One more potion slot. One combat ability point for the Inquisitor only. Dialogue about nobles and politics. Might actually be a good one to grab. 10% discount, 10% more stuff. Better materials. Merchants will send messengers when they have sales. Okay, interesting. Eagle-eyed, significant increase to discovery, forward scouts. Forces. Dialogue about criminal activities. 5% increase for killing people. 10% increase to all defenses. Number of potions. Oh, increases the maximum number by 4. Yes. Yes. I'll take that. Inquisitor, we are honored to serve the Inquisition and we will leave straight away. I pray that you defeat Corypheus, whatever he is, soon. It is terrifying to see demons pour into the world, endangering innocent people. And as a medium, I have studied spirits at length. I know many of these poor creatures meant no harm to this world and were drawn into it against their will, corrupted through no fault of their own into something dangerous. I once called such a creature my friend. I lost him in the rebellion and never had the chance to offer forgiveness for the mistake he made or help him find his way back safely into the Fade. Talking about Cole. For the sake of both this world and that of the spirits, I wish you success. Both Evangeline and I will fight tirelessly on your behalf. Yours, Reese. There is a note, presumably added by Cole. He remembers. Cole was remembered. Correspondence sent by messenger bird to Commander Cullen from Sister Paulette. Your help arrived just in time. My sisters and I have seen the soldiers safely to Ferelden. I cannot express what this means to all of us. Maker's blessing upon you and our rescuers. From Lieutenant Kestrel. Commander, we've lost the Red Templar's trail, awaiting further orders. There you go. So we got some rescues. Maker's Bride cameo and a thanks from a Chantry sister. Red Templars on the Storm Coast is an operation available. Reports indicate that Red Templars have taken over an old dwarven port on the Storm Coast, granting them a foothold in Ferelden, as well as easy access to the Waking Sea. The port itself provides a strong defense from outside attack. A full assault by our soldiers might eventually yield results, but not without high casualties. A smaller group may have better luck infiltrating their stronghold. We do not want to draw attention too soon. My agents will find a way to enter the stronghold without alerting the Templars, and small initial attacks could secure the surrounding area. Let's go for Liliana. Yeah. Our agents have acquired access to the Red Templars' foothold. The Templars feel themselves secure. It's time to prove them wrong. Not now. But we've unlocked that. Celebrate the dragon slaying. Interesting. Repair Point Agur. Citadel de Corbeau, where Celine's forces are stationed, was cut off from the rest of the Dales when the bridge was destroyed in the Civil War. Owing to the rocky terrain around the Citadel, it has no other access points. Forces within could well have been stranded for weeks. Fix that bridge. We be spending our power. It's been repaired and the Citadel is once more accessible by road. Oddly enough, we have seen no sign of activity from the army. Something to investigate further, perhaps. We will. Inquisitor, the Grey Wardens fought their way through the mountains. The demons were savage, but the Grey Wardens held them off with great determination. As a result, we have located Marquis Buffon's secret stronghold deep in the Ghilan'nain peaks. The Grey Wardens continue to fight bravely, but they have suffered many losses. I recommend deploying them with care lest we lose them entirely. Oof. And then defeat Marquis. Maybe not with the Wardens this time. Inquisitor, we have Marquis Ephalosh Buffon trapped in her fortress in the Ghilan'nain peaks and are preparing to make a final assault. While we might earlier have ignored her transgressions in light of the greater threat to the world, it is good that we did not. Marquis's crimes go well beyond smuggling or illegal mining, and she is an ally in Lady Jeanette Lagaspe, who has come with Venatori mages to defeat the Marquis. The Wardens have concerns about the Venatori using blood magic or their ties to Corypheus to influence their minds, but are prepared to follow your orders. We cannot delay for long as demons in the mountains continue to harass our flanks. Please send your orders. Wow, Cullen's like, send them in. Nobody. If my scouts can find an alternate entrance, the Venatori may not have time to affect the Wardens, and if the Wardens can hold off the demons for 3 days, my friend will have siege equipment there to bring down that fortress. Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Liliana's gonna go for that. Alliances, reaching ever upward. There is a contender to rival the alliance with the Thibalds. Lady Richelieu sent the following letter. The Desrosiers are a stubborn threat. The most efficient way to deal with them is to nullify with social alliance, but the only pairing of import is unavailable because the Thibault daughter has betrothed herself elsewhere. She has the luxury of such a wasteful pairing because of the Inquisition bearing the weight in this partnership. Our hands are tied. You face the difficult task of attacking the status of Lord Desrosier, unless you were to demand the task of the Thibaults. If their investment were more taxing, they would be more inclined to an arranged match for the daughter. That is a well-respected currency in Orlais. End the good name of the Lord. His way is honorable conflict. With careful words, he will be powerless. And I cannot claim it will be popular, but it would hardly be unusual for an allied partner to ask for such a concession. Such is the way of the nobility. What does that mean? End his good name. His way is honorable conflict. Careful words, he will be powerless, or cannot claim it will be popular, but it would hardly be unusual for an allied partner to ask for such a concession. Okay, I'm just gonna... Okay.
Let us begin.
I don't really understand that one. I don't understand rich people. So we're just gonna leave that. We need something for Cullen. Inquisitor Llewellyn, you may not remember me. I stayed at Skyhold for a time and later accompanied some injured soldiers to Ferelden. Our journey was more perilous than expected, and I only lived to write this thanks to the aid of the Inquisition. I have little to offer, but if I may help the Inquisition in some small way, you have only to ask. Okay? Sister Paulette showed bravery, staying with the injured soldiers. She's done more than was asked. Let her remain with her fellow sisters in peace. It arranged to transfer her to the Chantry in Denerim. A reliable ally in the capital's Chantry could prove valuable. And some soldiers in Crestwood wish to establish a place of prayer at the keep. Sister Paulette could assist. Get to choose where she goes. I reckon maybe I'll do Josephine's one for her, so I'll leave that alone. A missing assassin. Celebrate the dragon slaying. Word has spread about the dragon the Inquisitor killed. A note passed on by Josephine. Tell me you sent soldiers to correct the grisly remains. We have nobles clamoring to see the head up close. I should have anticipated this. Gawking is for peasants, but it becomes civilized when done with a glass of wine in one hand and a fan in the other. And another from Ferelden, signed Heron. Heron? Yes! This is our blacksmith friend. My associate Wade. Yeah, Heron and Wade. My associate Wade is known throughout Thedas for his talent at capturing the glory of the Draconic in the armor he makes. The scarcity of dragon scale means that Wade is all too rarely afforded the chance to work in his chosen medium. But here's a solution. Wade shares his expertise with the Inquisition in exchange for the dragon materials collected so far. Cool. Let us set up the trophies you've collected and put out the word. We are celebrating our Dragon Slayer. Fascinated nobles will do anything for an invitation, and Wade and Haren are troublesome, but Wade's talent is undeniable. Yeah, I'll go with Cullen for this one.
To work?
Wade and Haren, we must. We simply must. Alright, off they go. They can do their tasks, and we can go and investigate this Citadel now to return this ring. This is now open, and then we can tick the Exalted Plains off our list there, because there's only really shards remaining outside of this stuff here. Let us travel. This time, now that I've done with Cassandra, I think we could take some different people with us. So maybe I will do this for a mage warrior arrangement. Maybe even bring Vivian, Blackwall, and Cole. I love that I'm like, which mage, warrior, rogue combo do I want? And I am flippy floppy on them all the time. Who do I wish to bring? I'm trying to give everyone their time in the sun. I'll venture out with Vivian and Cole another time. Alright, let's have a look at our arrangements here. So, do I have new things for you to wear, everybody? Yes, so let's take off this one. I'm going to do it this way. Oh, I need to do inventory management. Oops. Hang on. I'm going to go back to Skyhold, because I've got to... I keep forgetting to do inventory management, and then I'm like, I'm just carrying so much crap. Dorian... You're good with what you've got. Okay. Inventory management, and then we do what we need to do. Alright, back out into the wild after some inventory management. Heart and Hightown, Chapter 6. The estates of Hightown fall into three types. The dwarven palaces in their enclave, huddled around their counterfeit paragon statues for shelter against the onslaught of human ideas that surround them. Foreign quarter, where the wealthiest Orlesian and Antivan merchants stay during their twice-yearly visits to criticize the ship captains and shop clerks and accountants in their employ, and the noble mansions, where families can trace their lineage back to the Orlesian conquerors and to Tevinter landlords, perched to look down on the rabble of ordinary folk scurrying at their feet. But whoever they belong to, all of the Hightown estates have two things in common: a showy front entrance used when the occupants want to be seen, and a hidden back way when they don't. The servant's door to the Comte de Favre's mansion was in an alley hidden by overgrown topiaries. Donan Branokovic picked the lock while his partner Jevlin kept an uneasy lookout. They had left their armors at the barracks, but even in civilian clothes, the recruit managed to look like he was wearing an older brother's hand-me-downs. I don't think this is what the captain meant when she said get the evidence, he muttered. The lock clicked, and Donan gently pushed it open. Only a few slivers of light slid through the shuttered windows. Silence hung in the air like a cheap tapestry. Donan and Jevlin crept through the dark rooms, alert for any sign of servants, but nothing broke the eerie quiet except their footsteps. In fact, there was no sign that anyone had been in the house at all until they found the room whose door had been torn from its hinges. Inside, the Comte lay in a pool of blood, one hand clutching a loaded crossbow, a dagger hilt protruding from his back. Hard and Hightown chapter in the Undercroft. I'm missing books out here. Do they get added over time, or did I just like miss that this whole time? There's a book behind my throne. Ah, that's the scattered in Skyhold thing. The Woman of All War. Regarding the cataloguing of Skyhold, 4 statues of chastened influence. Like many features of Skyhold, these 4 statues are not original to the structure. Scratchings much newer than the sculpture suggest these were placed by Fereldans as representations of Andraste. Typical appropriation, these are not Our Lady, they are altered chastened figures, and likely had animal heads or some such. The number suggests the barbarian tradition of personifying seasons as female warriors, bearing the typical attributes of renewal and death. Winter is of note for its brutality, as it is tied to their rumoured custom of killing those who flee battle. Harsh enough, but more so when you note that killing the fleeing was not left to fellow soldiers, but common citizens waiting to meet them at their camps. Such was their commitment that death at the hands of their people was welcomed over the shame of broken morale. Such is the brutality of their animist gods, archivist Bannon. Here lies a relevant page from Historic Examination. For she of all in war will dade, and issue forth as with a spur, and welcome home she will the bold, returning them with crows and brand. But knowing runs the empty hand, that all that waits is falling cold. For such the shame to flee occur, is glory saved with mother's blade. From barbarian blood, chastened myth made sensible. So they would have had an animal head on there, and they've been like repurposed. Okay. Interesting. Warhounds, restorable, cataloging Skyhold, Warhounds. So stuff that gets restored over time, we get codex entries for. Good work here, solid stone from the Frostbacks, Kickhole's Peak on human maps, High Hall's roof on proper dwarven ones. As for subject, I heard the story once from a Ferelden trader, Hounds of War, one for the Battle Won, head raised high to chase the enemy's dead into the Fade. The second one is for Battle Lost, head raised, calling to a fallen master, but bearing its neck to the blade to join them. Any efficient sculptor will tell you they create a design and then apprentices copy it for sale. I asked why she had 2 meanings for the same pose. She said, would you rather sell 1 statue or 2? Smart lady. Let's actually check in with Cullen's operation that he's just done. So we can send him off to do something else before we leave. And then we'll go check the Citadel out. Oh. 48, goddamn. They're like, let's put you on a little collectathon mission for fun. What do we have Cullen do again? Oh, the dragon celebration. Such sheen to her scales, a beauty indeed. Your gift will allow my imagination to take flight. Oh, such things I've dreamed of crafting for so long. In return, Heren will send all my collected notes. A bit scattered, perhaps, but maybe your own smiths will find them of use. Superb amulet of willpower. Yes. Okay, let's send him off to do something. Trouble in Skyhold, we want Leliana to do that. Thanks from a Chantry sister. we were going to have Josephine. Josephine, maybe? Someone else do that, not Cullen. A Hunter Shade Dracolisk. Our researcher has been examining everything known of the draconic species and believes that she has a way to flush out a creature that might serve as a mount. The Dracolisk is a rarely seen beast, wary, skittish, but hardy and powerful. Certainly not a standard addition to a stable, but in what other way has the Inquisition proven itself to be standard? A new mount. The DLC ones, I think, were the 0 ones. We'll just...
Inquisitor.
We'll just get a mount. We'll have Cullen go and get it. Okay. 5 hours! I'm assuming we have to check in with Horsemaster Dennett, and we say, change my horse. Superb Amulet of Willpower. 10 willpower, 5 magic. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Exalted plans. Because we've done a lot of travel around an area like this, doing quests, I think we'll focus on doing an actual, a proper quest with our companions next time. And then we'll choose another area to explore, rinse and repeat. Eventually, we might do a main quest. It seems that whenever we participate in a main quest, things change quite drastically. So I'm just trying not to leave everything else behind, I suppose, with all of the side quest stuff. But it's also quite challenging to strike a balance. Rampage. Scenting Blood. Terrifying Fury. Devour. Why not just max out your Reaver tree? Why not? Oh, it's so cool to see the... That's really cool to see it in action. Look at that. Huh? That's awesome. I like that a lot. Good stuff. I love that effect. Looks like a star from a distance. Oh, nice work, guys, with the whole wooden bridge thing. Love that. It looks so great. Well done. I guess it would have taken too much time and too much effort to restore it to its former glory. That's fine, guys. You did a good job. That'll do the trick, I suppose. Messer. Alright, let's find out why the army is quiet. Actually, maybe Vivian... maybe Vivian would be good for this. That's right. I'll take my my most I'll take my least controversial characters with me. I've got a Tevinter Mage, I've got a Canary, and I've got a Spirit. This is a great welcoming party. I think my most like publicly acceptable group to bring to anything would be Cassandra, Blackwall, and Vivian. I'd be like, here's my Seeker of the Inquisition, here's my Grey Warden, and here's my sort of first Enchanter lady. Everyone would kind of go, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But then I'm like, here's my Spirit, Tevinter Mage, and Canary. And they're like, oh, sure. Well, guys, I think I figured out why it's quiet down here. It's only suffering exactly the same issue as everywhere else. Is there a... There is indeed. Okay. Deal with the arcane horror so the undead can stop. We're burning more pits. Game's really obsessed with the whole thing. What? Why am I burning? Ah! Why am I lighting hay bales on fire now? I guess it's just like an environmental damage thing to light hay bales on fire. I love whenever Solus gets like a graze. Solus needs help! Dorian's almost dead. Oh no, there you go. Dorian! Only when he's already dead. Only cowards fall back. Oh, I just realized that I'm the mage. I just realized that I'm the one who should be giving them the barrier. I don't have my other mages with me. Oh no, Dorian's here. What's going on with Dorian? Hello, Dorian? Why are you not giving barriers to people who need them? Alright, where's my boy? He's on the map here. Ian, wake up. You dummy. There you go, look, he can give barriers.
Die!
Dorian proving just how amazingly effective he is in combat. He's just pretending to be bad. For the Empire. I guess we'll just mark this as active, so it's just near something nearby. Ow. They just keep coming. Can you please loot? Thank you. We got another fire pit to destroy. That didn't really do much. I think I just wasted that attack. No horn to ring this time. Iron Bull is a glass cannon. That is for sure. I think it's because like he's the warrior that he doesn't put up like a guard like Blackwall and Cassandra do. And I think that's why. He needs to be improved because he is a drain on health potions for sure. I might need to reset his abilities.
Can you change your form, Cole? If you wanted to look like something else.
But I don't want to look like something else.
There are magisters who'd be ecstatic if they could summon a demon who could pass for human.
They would use it to hurt people.
You're right about that. They would.
It's a good conversation. Yeah, I believe this dude's gonna be health potion liability. Because I think the shield ones come from this, but he's not gonna use a shield because he's a two-handed boy. So he's just gotta kind of keep going, keep pushing. You get some guards here. So maybe this could be a good one to level up the Vanguard. Make themselves the biggest target on the battlefield. Because at the moment we've got Reaver and two-handed weapon. Maybe I might focus on Vanguard as well. At the moment here, hello? Oh my god. I'm like, at the moment he's a little bit useless. Oh, oh, ouch, ouch, ow. That hurt. Nice. Okay. Ooh, Rendor's Blade. Rendor's Blade. King Venedrin Theron offered Rendor knighthood numerous times for service to the Ferelden throne. Historians believed Rendor was an adventurer or mercenary regularly hired to ambush or legion patrols, trying to bypass the Frostback Mountains or make overtures to enemies among the Avar, thus his nickname the Mountain Terror. That is a great sword. This prismatic great axe is like one of the first things that we ever got that we found due to doing the Astrariums on the Storm Coast. And I mean, it has worked out quite nicely. You can't customize it at all, but it just does good damage. You know? Just a big old DPS weapon. Looks like we're going through here. Oh god, what is happening? What is that? What the fuck is that? Excuse me? Hello? What does that even mean? Ah! What is that? Where's that coming from? Is it coming from that statue? What the fuck? What is that? Trying to see the source of whatever the fuck that is. Hello? Oh my god! What the fuck is this devastating laser? The Raven, this mysterious hooded figure in Citadel du Corbeau, was nicknamed the Raven after the Second Exalted March. The human forces, unfamiliar with elven iconography, saw the shadow the statue cast upon the courtyard and imagined dark wings spread over the keep. Some years later, scholars of elven history hypothesized that the elves may have intended the sculpture as a representation of Dirthaman, the elven god of secrets. What the fuck? have a skill point. I might start increasing my things here. Let's see. Rejuvenating barrier would be nice for me. Mark the ground with a glyph. Takes a short time to prime. Once it's ready, it will erupt into a flame when an enemy crosses it. 1600% weapon damage. Targets hit by fire mine are launched into the air. 200% weapon damage per second for 8 seconds, or create multiple mines directly in front of you. You know what? I might get that. Get a fire mine. And I might upgrade that. That looks pretty cool. Hello?
We couldn't control the defenses. They're all trapped inside.
I'm about to untrap them with whatever the hell this defense is. Look at this thing. The hell? Hello? There's a rift? No. Oh my dude. Look at this thing. Okay, there's multiple defenses. This is cool but strange. They have some sort of the death beam. The last word. Oh, hang on. Oh, there it is. It's that. I think. It's the actual big old tower at the top. And it doesn't differentiate between targets, it seems. At least I can settle these hay bales on fire. Makes a cool noise though, that's for sure. It make cool sound. Don't get taken out by the sun laser. I like the music in this spot though. Yes, it's always worth it, isn't it? Always. Is it demons? Dorian doesn't want to drink that last health potion. We're almost through. It's never worth it. Alright. Any survivors anywhere? You're all looking mighty dead. Yeah. Oh my god. Hello. There's a closed door. There's hope for us yet. They may be barricaded in there. Hang on. Where's the arcane horror? Because they keep rising. Where are you? You bastard. Nice, that fire mine does do a lot of damage. Okay. Disable the defenses. Ah, okay. I'm assuming it's this. Right, before we do that, let's read the landmark. I thought there would have been an arcane horror summoning more. Turns out it was not.
Too many people hurting, harming, hacking open a hole for the demons to pour in.
Citadelle de Corbeau, the large fortress known as Citadelle de Corbeau, was claimed after the Second Exalted March. Originally an elven keep, the Orlesians who seized it never discovered its true name, although they did find the magical wards the elves set in place. Mages of the Orlesian Circle spent years studying these defenses, but the occupiers never fully understood them. So this is an elven defensive thing. This fucking solar beam. 2 more landmarks to find. Shut it down. I'll just shut it down on my own. While the boys watch me do my work, Iron Bull is impressed. Okay, the doors have opened. Hello?
Who's there? Don't come any closer. We have swords.
I'm with the Inquisition. I'm not here to hurt anyone.
The Inquisition? Here? Forgive me, I should have known.
Forgive me, I should have known.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's right, baby. I'm your rescuer. I've also got a ring for you.
Commander Jihan, in service of Her Imperial Majesty. Long may she reign. My men inform me that the Citadel's defenses are deactivated. I cannot thank you enough.
You're welcome.
Tell me about the situation here.
There were orders. A chance for peace, they said. Pull back, they said. So we did. Then the undead appeared. We couldn't hold them back. I told my men to activate the fort's defenses. A foolish move, born of desperation. There was so much about the old elven magic we never knew. We couldn't control it. We retreated, but not everyone made it through the gates. I couldn't save them. We've been trapped for weeks. Supplies were incoming, but who knows what happened to them.
Okay.
I found one of your soldiers at the eastern ramparts. She wanted you to have this.
Fabienne's ring. She is gone then. I prayed that she yet lived. Thank you. I will make sure this gets to her family.
I must take my leave.
Good day, Inquisitor.
Good day, Inquisitor. Alright. Anything else? We just gotta supply pressed for cash. Gotta find some caches. Wonderful. Oh, and then it just adds a bunch of things to do out here. Mark the crates so they can be collected. Alright, that's been done. Looks like at the very least you can like go through a pretty decent like pathway to mark all of those for them. But we've helped them out. That's the important part. And we're going to give the Exalted Plains a nice rest now. We'll give it a rest. We cleansed it out. I really liked all the lore in general we got from this place. We need to get some greater bear pelts for the Dalish encampment to increase our favor with them, so I won't forget that. But we haven't encountered any great bears. And oh, look at that. Perfect timing for my webcam to die. Here I am. Shall we do this instead? I'll just put myself in here. This is how I have to deal with it. I have to forcefully close my camera, then I have to open it again, and then my game goes, let's initialize the video engine, bring it on back. The weird part is my camera is still working. It's still operating, but in OBS, it's like, no, we don't want to. And then it does a hissy fit. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get it to change its mind and just stop doing that. And it only happens with Inquisition, so it's definitely tied to something with this game running that the webcam doesn't like. I don't really know what else to say. Leliana has completed her mission, so I can get her right on the Hard in Hightown mission before we end this episode. So let's have a look at the results of that. Yeah. Inquisitor, the Marquise has been killed along with Lady Legasp and her Venatori allies. Thanks to Sister Leliana's scouts, we were able to gain covert entry into the fortress, although the Venatori still managed to use their magics, ouch, against the Grey Wardens to significant effect. Oh man, I regret to inform you that after recent actions, the Grey Wardens have suffered too many losses to be of any further assistance. The last warriors died fighting for the Inquisition in good faith. They've sent their personal effects to Weishaupt. I feel like we did the best one with that, but we made a mistake by sending the Wardens on that mission to stay there. That's a shame. Song of the Marshes. Oh, jeez. The Wardens may no longer assist now. Hard in Hightown, trouble in Skyhold. Now we're sending Leliana to... Someone got in and out of Skyhold without being seen. The cipher in the book might lead us to them. Yeah.
Let's see what we have.
Let's see what we have. Done. And that will be the end of this episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Thank you so much for joining me today for the Exalted Plains extravaganza over these past few episodes. We have definitely been trying to focus on quite a few things in that area, though. The Elven lore was really good. The companion quest with Solus was really good, and other things just that kept building on. A lot of good codex entries in that area. Song of the Marshes. Briefly during the Glory Age, the Nahashian Marshes were a kingdom under Lord Rue Marche, who declared that Val Royeaux rule, always tentative at best, was over. While Olay warred with the elves, the marshes were left alone, but once attention turned to putting down the rebellion, forays were hard put to even find their opponents. King Rue is a legend among the marsh folk who portray him wielding a mighty axe against an Orlesian knight. Now this is just a standard axe, but 295 DPS. A Master Dragon Slaying rune, 14 strength. 32 damage versus dragons. Could have done with that a little while ago. I think this is a one-handed axe. Or level 17 needed. So when we want to fight some dragons, that'll be the one. Alright, thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. Next time, we will have a look through our companion quests. I think we'll spend some more time with our companions. Maybe go through in the order that we've received them, because we've got quite a few things to check out, and that might be quite rewarding. So we'll be doing that next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you then.